You're on YouTube?
Yeah.
So the copyright?
Yeah.
Sweet. I turn my phone down. Since those trash earphones broke, they only lasted a month, and it was me. Ours is worse.
I'm on live. Please be quiet. Find another time for that conversation. You probably should not touch that. You should leave that alone.
That's one. What told you anything? He said, "Don't be stuff in the video."
I suggest you don't say anything anymore. No more syllables at all. Not any. Turn that down. Turn that down more. Let's see if I can even hear. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Lord, let me get all this salt off of here. I was cleansing my table here yesterday. So let me get this salt off of here. And just a little simple cleansing with salt. Something easy. Salt everywhere. Put it everywhere. Big things was going on. All righty. All right. Oops. So, all right. We'll get it like that. Sharing the baby beer. I see. I did. Testing. Testing. Okay, I can hear. Let me turn it down. What?
Like you can only like it once.
Only once?
Yeah, and you can only
But even if you,
heart emojis, but that's not liking.
It's not?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even see where you can like it at.
Every 1 minute.
Huh?
Slow mode is on. You can only send messages.
Yeah.
Comments for 1 minute.
Cause that alleviate all them people that be you know how they just constantly get in there and be saying weird stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so that kind of eliminate those weirdos. Say hello. Everything's fine. Is everything sounds fine? Sound. Okay. We have to come over here. That's the nut. All right, there we go. Yeah, I had to do that. Trying to get you out the shot, out of the way, and get everybody else out the way. They, so they won't be seen. Oh, I loaded this table up with salt. The salt was real that day. All right, let's see. All right, welcome to Shan the Baby Terror. Gracie, guess what I was about to say? Welcome to Shan the Baby Bear. Oh Lord, welcome to Shan the Baby Terror. And this is a live about those nasty Steam files. Okay. And a lot of people look at the Steam files as one big collective group that is only the information that is from, officials such as your FBI agents, CIA, and everybody else that's been investigating the nasty Steam files. But me, I have a different take on it, that the Steam files is a collection of a lot of things. The first group, of course, is the Justice Department, Department of Justice, the information that they have. Then we have the FBI themselves. I know the Justice Department is over the FBI, but there is spiritually something allegedly within the Department of the FBI pertaining to these files as well. Like you have an official documents that represent the FBI, and then there is something else located within the FBI that is a secondary set of files. Okay, and then you also have of course, just like there are private citizens that have information regarding these Epstein files. So to me, they all congregate and come together. They weren't sourced from one particular, they weren't sourced all from the DOJ. Then allegedly you have foreign entities that holds information, people overseas, and intelligent agencies overseas. Okay, they hold information for these nasty Steam files as well. Now, whether all of these people will collectively at one point release the nasty Steam files, I don't know. But right now, we'll mostly focus on what the DOJ has. But I'm just here to tell you that my spirit is telling me that there are other files that are going to be released. And what I heard was someone said, if you do not want to do a controlled release, and they were speaking to the DOJ, then we are going to do chaos. That is what this person is saying. So there's going to be somebody, I don't know, who is going to release something in chaos. You release things. What's going to happen is they're going to release things with all these black blobs and what black clouds all over the paper. You can't read anything, and they are going to release that with the black blogs and all that. Some of this stuff blacking out for purposes of protecting strange, nasty Steam men. Okay, doesn't have anything to do with victims at all. But then right up behind them, if you choose to do this in a the way that you're doing it and slow rolling it out, then I am going to cause you chaos. This is what this person is saying. So you can release those blacked out documents, but I'm about to release some that ain't nothing blacked out, and we're going to know the whole story. And then when we get those documents where something is not blacked out, it's not making sense. Why did you block that out? That has nothing to do with protecting victims' rights. And some of the victims are out in the open on the news, talking and speaking. Okay, so they're to them, there is no you are exposing me, because they already exposed themselves, because they out telling you about what type of activity has been happening to them with these strong, powerful men. Okay, rich, uber rich men with but the mind is a devil's workshop, like an idle mind, and they idle. Even though they're businessmen and they got so much money, it's something idle. It's something that they're missing, soul wise. Yeah, right. She crocheted that 1, 2, 3, expose them. Okay, and they're gonna have to be exposed, and no It makes me angry when I see them put all of those black boxes on everything, whole screens. This has nothing to do with victims, because if you have the word about, they, uh, come, going, none of that, none of that is telling you about victims, and underage victims. Why would one black out the whole page? The way that they did that, every printer should have, they probably used up so much black ink, they probably had to bring it in by the boatload. They probably set it somewhere by the river on the White House, and say, can we have some more ink? This was not done for any protections of any victims. But they say that the victims are really the men. Go figure. Hmm. Not the children's being assaulted. Mm-mm. No, it's power for men with money because they can't defend themselves. I actually heard that on the news. They said that they couldn't defend themselves. One thing about having a lot of money, which I do not because I am a poor woman, but what I would know is that you have oodles and oodles of money to put forth for a lawyer, which I don't have. So that's why I try to stay out of trouble because I don't have no money for lawyers. They probably just bought just right, Grace. They probably just brought black paper. Yeah, we just gonna buy some black paper and say that, oh yeah, and none of it is making sense because the grand jury, the judge gave them access to the grand jury paper, and he said to release it. So now we make all the black pages, and I have read, I have seen, some of the files. I've been kind of going through them, but I have to tell you, even though you may not see anything in there, if you're a spiritual person and you go through those files, and definitely those pictures, you get a bad vibe and a bad feeling, and you can't really go through them as much as you want. Because I told my son, I went through them night before, and I went through them this time, looked at some of the pictures and read some of the documents. And then I told him today that I couldn't. I just couldn't, because again, that whole Nasty Stein file has a demonic lean toward everything in it. It's disgusting. And it goes way, if you are a spiritual person, it goes way further than just being a nasty person of little people. And it's a demonic flavor to everything in that home, in those pictures, even when no one is in the picture. Terrible. It was a terrible time to be had at that Manhattan apartment, allegedly. And they really have not been saying much about the island itself. Like, where is where's the investigation of that? Where are the files that were found on the island? Where are those at? Are those included in this, or is it not included in this? Because those are far more sinister. All right. So far more sinister things took place on that island besides the nasty, taking advantage of little people, allegedly. According to me, your country psychic, other things worse than that were taking place on that island. And allegedly, some people, allegedly, according to spirit, lost their life on that island. All right. Southern draw. Yeah, my daughter talking to me about my southern draw. Yeah.
I know.
So,
I like TikTok better.
huh?
I like to be on TikTok better. I know it don't say, but you can like it more.
Oh, okay. I might get on TikTok. I wish I can get on TikTok on here. If I can download that, whatever that app is that from the Windows store. So I'll try that. So when I've been going through it, what I've noticed is, being a person, I'm not no tech savvy, like I can go make a program up and code nothing. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm pretty sufficient when it comes to operating computers and downloading, um, documents and stuff like that. And I've often downloaded medical documents, and you get them on the computer. I don't know if it's because we have certain type of computer, I don't know, but to me it feels like they're intentionally making it harder to download it, because when I was downloading the Nasty Steam files, they were like you had to click individually and then you have to go in it, and then some of computers I'm on, I have to go into it and then it has to download and then I can see it. The information is purposely made hard to it's made hard for you to understand and tell a story to. Now, I find that strange, being that we are in the 21st century. Okay, we're not back in 1930. Okay, and since we are in the 21st century, then there are so many AI programs, dot dot dot, this that you can put this type of information into, and to take this information and break it down into sections, categories, things of that nature, and a simple caption would do the best. Because when somebody just drops, if I took every picture in this house that I had, from all the way in every corner, anywhere, and just dashed them on the table, you have no context. You don't know what happened. You can see a picture of Usher. I might have got that picture from Usher when my auntie gave that to me when she went to the concert. You understand what I'm saying? There's no context to these pictures. Some of these pictures have context because you can see the nasty steam man and what he's doing. And some of these people, I know you have to document this stuff for like the FBI. They have to document everything in the man's house, and some of the things were unnecessary, and some of the things told a story just with nobody in the room, just items, and you could tell what type of place that this was. I know it's rather difficult, but if you could kind of go through some of those photos and go back to the photo where there was a outside, what you call that thing, Grace? The table. That table that you have outside that's supposed to be inside with the umbrella to it. A who? Yeah, well, I don't know what the proper term of it. It's a chair table that you have outside. My auntie used to have one of them, and it had an umbrella in the middle, and it's sitting in a room. And this is not a room open to the nature or nothing like that. So you have to contextually figure out these sick items that sits in this sick house. Now, one thing that it did prove that he was sick, okay, but we knew he was sick, okay. But the whole premise of the act was to expose the people who he was selling the people to, the little people to. That was the whole thing. We knew how sick he was. That's not under scrutiny, how sick he was. But we never got the names of none of the people who was there, other than pictures that they throwed out. And again, pictures with no context. Oh, here go a picture of Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson. But then they went back. Oh, this was when they was at a fundraiser. So again, I think it's highly crazy to put those pictures out there with not a bit of explanation, especially those random pictures of his house. They could at least put by there, oh, well, this is our investigation and we have to take a kind of like a running roll of what's in here, our rooms, what's in the rooms, what's in here when we came, and or something like that. Those pictures have no context. And then I saw something, it was a camera roll and then the picture said 1957. And last time I did a reading on the Nasty Steam files, I said I have to go back and listen to myself because I don't remember anything. Once I'm in spirit and tarot cards, I don't remember anything. So once I went back and I heard myself say there are things in the Epstein files which are years back. And I couldn't quite understand why they would want things from that. But I guess there are more things that are years back that explains a lot. Okay. A lot about this really nasty steam man. Okay. Allegedly. Okay. I mean, spiritually, I can look at some of the items and I could just look at them and to me, I just go this far to say that there is a reason why that this man is a monster. And the monster presided and came with acts in the past and things in the past that shaped his sick mind, and activity, allegedly. And also, if you really have the stomach, go back and look at some of his decorations. The decorations contain a lot of African themes, a lot of African statues, paintings that contain uh, little people undressed, African little people in a picture. Right beside that is on the picture itself is a little area where it seems like somebody is burning in hell or devil worshiping or something's going on the other side of that picture. Please go look at some of those pictures and look at those weird items that he had in there. So I think he goes beyond the diabolical, allegedly, the diabolical, just touching little children, trafficking little children. There is a strong demonic presence and some type of ritual, allegedly, that they are up to. And they very much was up to, allegedly, on that island. Some type of real, some type of nasty religion mixed in with the nasty things that they did, allegedly. And that's the best that I can try to say or describe that. But I'm really looking forward to uh, seeing more information, if I can concur, that was either got from that island, like pictures, but paperwork. I would assume that that would be the best thing to get a hold to, allegedly, is the paperwork that's on the island. See, they released all these pictures because we sometimes have an ADHD brain, okay? Some of us, and we can only look at something, okay? But I know it's boring and it's not sexy, but the major things about this case and the Nasty Stein files is going to be reading. I'm sorry. It's going to be black and white words and money signs. The money will follow them all. You can have 99 pictures of standing by somebody and smiling, but we got to get the money trail is what's more important in this particular case than just, oh, let's look at the pictures. There's Bill Clinton. You know, a hmm, I have sometimes I can what they call go into another state or into another world, and you could kind of see what is going on. They call it oh Lord, we need to see it on paper. Yeah, that's true. You can go other places, okay? A lot of people call it a lot of things, different things. But it's simply taking your spirit and going somewhere else and going either into the past, into the future, or wherever it is that you can go and you can see what is happening. For allegedly, just according to me, and I am just a country psychic and only for entertainment purposes only. Oh, do know. So we'll just say Shan the baby Tara had a dream. Okay. So this is the dream that Shan the baby had about Mr. Bill. Okay. Now, for right or wrong, this is just the thing that this is the dream that I had, since this for entertainment purposes only, by the country psychic. Okay. So Mr. Bill was friends with Mr. Nasty Stein because he thought that Mr. Nasty Stein had all the hookup with the women. Okay, women, not the little people, women. All right, this on Bill. Now I don't know about the other people because I ain't did readings on who these other people is in this file. Mr. Bill thought he had all the hookup on the women because Mr. Bill loved women, allegedly. Mr. Bill will do anything with anybody except the little people. So he thought that he had some hookup on some little people. So he started hanging around him for fundraiser things, but he also thought that he had, get him hooked up with a whole bunch of women, allegedly. All right. And so one day, Mr. Nasty Stein called over Mr. Bill in his dream And Mr. Bill came over expecting that he was going to have all the women and it was going to be on and on and on. Because see, Mr. Bill in this dream had a wild imagination. And Mr. Bill wanted to do all the things that he wanted to do in his dream, Mr. Bill. So as Mr. Bill went into Mr. Stein's office, and Mr. Stein started talking about, we going to get somebody in here, to massage you. Mr. Bill was happy because he like, yeah, I'm finna, get my woman's on. Many women, multiples. Okay, that's what he finna do. He finna multiple women because that's what he like. And also Mr. Bill, when I was having my dream and I saw Mr. Bill like fat women, like me, like fat women. He won't tell you, but he do. So he prefers big old women. Okay, big women. All right. His wife ain't big, but he prefer big women. All right. But that's nonetheless in the dream, but that's just what Bill likes. And Mr. Steen don't have that. That's not in his collection. He don't have that in his collection. So then Mr. Bill seen that the collection that the Mr. Steen bought out, and Mr. Bill turned red like an apple. And Mr. Bill said, no, this not what I'm doing. So then Mr. Bill left. And Mr. Bill would see him in passing in fundraisers. But Mr. Bill never did go back and to talk to Mr. Steen again because he was not into little people. He was only into women and many, many kinds of women. Okay. So that's just my dream, my entertainment purposes of Mr. Bill. All right. When I went into his energy and went in, see what exactly ended that friendship, some type of budding friendship him and Mr. Bill had. So now they are disappearing photos out of the Nasty Stein files. So I wanted to get to what was that about and what information can we get from him disappearing his pictures from the Nasty Stein files. There are disappearance. We got to put our APBs on certain photos that contain none other than the Donald Dozy Dementia Diaper Dan Don. That's all. We're gonna take his pictures out because we know for one thing, he is always the victim. There are people in life who will be the victim no matter what the story is. They will be the victim. So let's try to get into what is this missing files that we got to, some days they here, some days they're not. And I was looking at the files with my daughter, and she's very she's smart, she's sharp. And so she's seen a photo, and they got them with these numbers on it. And this photo was like a broad view of the table, just real broad, but not broad enough where you could just say, oh, that looked like Donald Trump and that looked like the Pope. He had a picture of the Pope on there, but the Pope wasn't around his arm or nothing. He just looked like he took a picture of the Pope when he was in the Pope mobile and he was in some corner or something. So he had his little display on there, I guess, of all his greatest hits or greatest fans, or I don't know what that table was, because we don't know, because he ain't telling us. All right. And so she say, Mama, they just skipped about 5 numbers. And then when we get to the next number, though, they somewhere else. They out in another room. Apparently they can't stay in the same room. And I thought that odd. And she thought that odd too. Looked at Midas touch. And he thought that was odd too. Then they figured out, they put some in. Okay, now the rest of the pictures was close-ups of this beautiful table he had of all his greatest hits. And then now those are gone, the close-up shots. They came and they went. And the close-up shots of Trump on his table. Why can't we see Trump on his table? If we can see Bill Clinton in a pool, why can't we see him on the greatest hits on the table? Just why? Even if you are not a Democrat, Republican, or independent, if you were just a person that was looking at this uh, from no view, if you don't have any political view, well, fine. Wrong is wrong, right is right. And if you can show me a picture of him, show me a picture of you. And then you let the people decide, since y'all don't do captions. Okay, because if you wanted to explain it, put a caption on it. We are in the age of AI. They could have loaded all of this information into a computer system. They love AI, right? They got all the AI companies. They're making all the billion-dollar contracts, right? So you think that they would take this and put this into a palatable storyline, timeline, or at least add a caption. Well, this is the picture of Michael Jackson and his sister. This was a fundraiser that Epstein produced, and you can find this picture on the you can find this picture anywhere. It's not a secret. But what I'll do is I'll block out children's faces and act like this was a part of that. No, they can't do that. They can't do that. And I would like, I'm not in control of anything, but I would like the Democrats to take all this information and put it into a palatable form that people can understand. And they were supposed to put it into a place and put that down and lay down. Put it down, lay down. They should put it into a position in which they can be able, it was supposed to be by law searchable, like everything else is, like Google. You put something in and then it kind of tell you where it's at, or this is at, and some kind of database. Okay, they didn't do database. They did individual pictures and just slammed them out there. And I think they did that so I guess they think if you overwhelm people with stuff, you become so stupid and discombobulated that you can't even think. Maybe some people are like that, like they can't read or something. And if they read too much, then it all goes away. I don't know. But I don't think the majority of the people who are interested in these nasty Steam files coming up is going to get so inebriated by information till we just fall on the floor and ignore everything else. And that's why they did that weird going in one of them and that, so as in they can take out individuals. Now, I just thought about that a minute ago. I was wondering why they did these individual pictures and files individual. That was because they wanted to go piecemeal and then pull out what they didn't want because they so incompetent. Oh my God. I'm not with Mensa. I'm not no lady that is she was the valedictorian or whatever, nothing like that. Okay, but I think if you go into the government, you should have a little more common sense and other common sense enough to get things together. No, that wasn't what that was. So they so incompetent that they can't even cover up properly. Like, yeah, I'm gonna let this picture out. I'm gonna take it out. Like you trying to deceive kindergartners or something. No disrespect to kindergartners, okay? But it's like we trying to deceive kindergartners. That file is there. It's not there. If a little girl can look at something and see something ain't right, numbers missing, that's missing when you get real close to this. But then they give you all the pictures of Clinton on a picture in a blue dress with some heels. You got several pictures of fire extinguishers. They just, what they doing is lapping junk to your eyes and put a little bright sparkle in there. Ooh, Michael Jackson. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's Bill Clinton. Ooh, that's a Mick Jagger. As if there are no pictures with any Republican people. That's not true. That's not true. That's like, again, taking all the pictures in my house from every corner, eating pictures I ain't know, and then say, oh, it's gonna be black people in these pictures. Winky dink, probably so. You got it. So what is up with these disappearing pictures? They can't even cover up properly. But I went back and read and listened to one of my videos, and that's what I said. Like a lot of things, they real incompetent. It's like they went to the lowest and dimmest bulbs and said, you look good for running the government. Run it in the hole. That is exactly what they're doing. They can't even cover up properly. Lord, at least one thing, Nixon was a crook, but he got sloppy at the end. But there are many things that Nixon man allegedly did, and he just got caught up in that last part, trying to get somebody to break in and do all that. Them, they get caught up in everything. When they blow up boats, they get caught up. These are not the brightest and best. They have fired the brightest, fired the best, and put in anybody that eat out of diapers. Anybody that eat out of diapers and of a certain color persuasion. Yeah, and they put them in. So let's see what this disappearing mess is. What is the disappearing files about? Okay, what you said, Grace? So did you answer the question? What are the photos numbers they skipped? What is shoe?
I'm in show.
Show. Oh, okay. So let me do that. What did the photos that was skipped and all the skipping photos, what did they show? Because there are a lot of things skipped. Not only when they got close to that table, they got a lot of things that they skipping in there. It ain't making sense. But they will give you a picture of a fire extinguisher. I know one thing, that was the safest house in the world. It would never burn down. It might need to, because this feel nasty stuff in the spiritual world. All right. What did they show? Some type of celebrations. People is on celebrations. It's like people that was getting together to do something. 9 of Wands. People getting together to do something that would be considered something that would really cause distress to people. These were celebrations. So these were like the beginning of the celebrations. People, like he first meeting them, and he knows some of those folks are about to or want to participate in what he sells. We got the 8 of Wands, communication, him talking to a lot of different people, having a good time, up in each other's face and smiling. That was on his table. But those pictures on that table held a great importance to him. These are the people that he remembered. We got 10 of Wands. And a lot of people on here are people that allegedly that he has blackmailed. Okay. He has blackmailed these people. He has some sick connotation of his mind about whatever act they did. He can remember it. I have to be kind of careful what I say because I'm a pretty straightforward person. So I kind of have to kind of temper myself for YouTube. So if I'm looking for words, that's the reason, because I usually just say what it is that I want to say, but this is not the time to say that. Knight of Wands and Queen of Cups and Ace of Wands. These are the times in which he have encountered these people for the first time. So those what those missing files was. These are people that can be linked. If we had more information and more paper, those photos that's missing, these are some people that if we had the money trail, then we could, the money trail is there. So if we could reveal the money trail and connect it to this person, then that is what he's afraid of. They were at this fundraiser. What date was that fundraiser? What was done on that fund? What information do they have and collected? You understand? This alleged to me is a cover up, allegedly, from your country psychic This is just a cover up the FBI as well. Not only do you have a cover up of a president, uh, uh let me be careful what I say. Of Dozy Don, I'll just say that and be nice. You have a cover up with Dozy Don, but you also have a cover up of the FBI or whoever took those pictures. So I'm assuming that it was the FBI that take pictures. Okay. Like I say, I'm a very poor girl, so the only phone I have is a Motorola. Okay. And I just could not see why they took such stupid photos. They took pictures in the dark, complete dark. Then they would turn the pictures, the phone, whatever they had. I don't know. So you telling me that YouTubers have better cameras than the FBI? And when I was going to those files, the further you got in, the blurrier it got. Like if it was words, or something you want to see in the back, oh, it got blurry and blurry and blurry. So now we have the quality of a Motorola phone. No disrespect to Motorola's, but they are trashy because I have one. So I can let you know they trash. They took they pictures with Motorola and none of the best lighting they could receive. It's just strange. It's strange. Let's see let's see what was going on with the disappearing inside of the DOJ. Let's try to get ourselves there and figure out what the hell was this pandemonium. When I first come into the Justice Department, FBI, whoever those folk that investigate, I just see people running around in a circle. A lot of computers, a lot of noise, a lot of talking. People are afraid and they are running around. People don't want to step on somebody's toes. It's like they run around with the information and be like, I don't know what to do with this. Oh, can I? Should I? What I? Huh? Because they have let go of all of the most important senior FBI members and replaced them with people who ain't been on the job or maybe a year or two. So this is the kind of atmosphere that you're getting in the justice system. This is like you're running. They went from being a top investigating body. Now it seems like they run by Mayberry, and no disrespect to Mayberry type cops, but Mayberry is what I get. Two cops in a town with maybe 200 people. That's what they are now. That's the operational skill set that you got there. Okay, everybody running around, head cut off. They don't know what to put on because their job is at jeopardy. Their job is not for justice, and their job is not for the truth. Because this was allegedly, according to me, covered up by the FBI, also covered up by Dozy Don, of course, because he's in it. But this is it's deeper. It's deeper than Dozy Don. Okay, it is much deeper than the diaper man. What's going on in this DOJ? Two of Pentacles. See, the Two of Pentacles just came up. This is not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go. Things are not balancing out. We don't know which emails we put out. We don't know which ones we did not put out. Can somebody go find those ones that we shoved up in the corner to never be seen again? Where are they? Somebody's asking about them and somebody's saying, no, we don't have the authority to give you those. We'll just keep them shoved up in the corner, wherever it is. All right. And then there are something that is highly top secret. Okay. And not top secret because of it's containing information that would hurt the United States. No, it is containing information that can never get out, that they don't never ever want to get out. Those files are somewhere else. Okay. Just had to tell you, those files are somewhere else. Not being a conspiracy theory, it is. It just is. Those are located somewhere totally different. These are your top echelon people. And I'm not even talking about Donald Trump. He could be one of those since he is the current president. But they are other world leaders, other people in great importance and power that are held in that Pacific. It's like code red. It's a code red file. That's the only thing that I can attest to it. A lot of things. The main point of this reading is being blocked. Okay. They are blocking things out and making sure that people can't see anything. This is not an operation of justice. This is not an operation to bring forth truth. No, this is a complete and utter cover up by the entire Department of Justice, allegedly, and by the FBI, allegedly. And this is going to be something that is going to be hard to unwind. It is going to take great courage and great power by our leaders. They are going to have to drop the diaper, quit licking in it. They're going to have to drop it. And that is the only way that we can untangle and unwind this thing, this tail that has been wrapped up. Because this goes back a while. This just don't go back to when Biden was in. This don't go back to just when Trump was in the first time. This is a long trail, and I feel like I feel like I know what the Trail of Tears are. It was, but I feel like this also to me feels like a Trail of Tears. Okay. All right. The challenge is none other appearance than the Justice Card. This is the challenge, to appear like you're giving justice. When you know there are some people in that damn FBI office knows this is not justice. This will never be perceived as justice. This is a cover up. I don't want to be involved in it. What can I do? Some people are stuck between a rock and a hard places. These things happened before I even came here. Some of these people at the Justice Department are saying, I have to listen to what they say. It's this same situation when they were blowing up fishermen in boats. Um, it's going to be the same excuse. Uh, I was just doing what I was told and I just followed it. And you know, good and so well that this wasn't justice. This is not whatever oath you attended to. These people know that they are not attended to that oath anymore. This is the office of cover up now. Cover up and make sure you splash different things on the screen so that no one can know that you are still behind the screen, you know, covering shit up. Oh, we arrested this person. They'll be trying to tell you all the people they arrested and all of the terrorist plots that they have upended. It is nothing but a smokescreen. They are running around the office, shredding papers, trying to delete trails. But one thing about that, in Spirit says, with one trail you delete, there are 3 or 4 others that can confirm that this was an item. You can go delete a photo, but there's somewhere that shows that item existed and has a copy of that item. And it would be very much a shame if you said the item was not there and then the item appeared online. All right. This must come out. This should come out. This is something good for the world to expose these people. This is something good for the world. And if you are shown in that photo or you are shown in his documents and you have a a financial transaction with him, why can't you explain it? What is wrong with you explaining? If I'm looking, this is just the Manhattan pictures or the Manhattan apartment or New York or where, yeah, I think Manhattan is located inside New York. I don't know because I know people be mad with Manhattan, New York, and all that. But anyway, uh, the apartment in the New York area, I'll say that he had nasty, disgusting things on his wall as you walk in the door. He had nasty, disgusting things throughout his house. And if you ever went to his house and used the bathroom and you saw all them nasty, disgusting things he had on the wall, you should just been part of company with him. Because if I went in somebody's bathroom and they had certain things on their wall, then I can't go there. I'm through. You know, I don't care what fundraiser they had, what money they attend to. And I'm a poor woman, so I need money. But all money ain't good money. That's what I was told. That's what my grandma would say. All money ain't good money. Some things you can't do. Some souls you can't get your soul back. You can't once you dirty up your book, dirty up your name, you can't get it back. It's impossible sometimes. Who is that? Oh, that's that lady. They are listening to the actions of they are listening to the actions of that woman that is in charge of the Department of Justice. I don't know her name because they all so much look alike. But I think her name is Pam Bondi. But I don't want to be wrong. But whatever, whoever she is, that is the lady that is over the DOJ. They are listening to her and her rules and her laws, and she's getting that from Dozy Diaper Don. All right, let's see. The the end result is they'll have to release things and they'll have to release a lot of things and a lot of pictures in which they're holding. This is the Empress card. This is fertility. This is womanhood. This is Mother Earth. Some people call it Gaia. This is the abundance of information that will have to be released. At some point, they're going to have to squeeze it out. It's like they constipated, but they don't want to take their Miralax. They just want to sit on the toilet and strain. But at some point, it's going to become so unbearable and so painful. You are going to have to take that Miralax and you're going to have to use the bathroom. And that's what I see here. They're going to have to let all that nasty, stinky filth and garbage out at some particular time. All right. They can say they want to hold off, but that won't be it. Two of Pentacles. They don't know what to say and what to do. There's a lot of different confusion and infighting. We had a Five of Wands. It's a lot of infighting. Lots and lots and lots of infighting in that particular situation. They are arguing. Everybody is not in on the count of cover up. Restricting, that is the challenge. Restricting justice, and on side of that justice is the devil. The devil is coming in. The devil has come to roost. The devil has come to play. He is inside of the justice system, and he is ready to devour the files and to delete some of the files, to end some of the files and restrict them so that you won't see them. And definitely that represents that red vault, the vault that shall not be named, the vault that shall not be touched. All right. What are they blocking? They're blocking so many things that they want to cause. They are still reviewing things. This is the Seven of Pentacles and sorting out things. They are still, no matter how long they had, um, they are still going to sort these items out, block the items and sorting them. But then it's the Five of Swords, which winning at all costs. You're taking things, sneaking off, beating people up the head, then go back over there, get some more people's stuff, kick them in the leg, get over here and put everything you've earned and got and take it back with you. So this is a bully situation that is going on within this DOJ. They are all sitting around bullying, and there are arguments, and they are listening to the head woman in charge speaking. And again, she's coordinating and speaking. Three of Cups. She's working along with it's three people working together. That would be Dozy Dawn, that will be Kim Bondi, or whoever is in charge of the Department of Justice, and Tangled Up Eyes and for the FBI. Those three are putting together their own law. Okay, that's what they're doing at this time. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. They're trying to do also something with the financial documents. Remember, pictures are great, pictures are grand, but the main thing important about this situation is financial documents and words written in black and white. These are the finances. They do not want you to find the finances of the Nine of Cups. Sometimes the Nine of Cups is like wish fulfillment. You got all you want, but it's most of the time, sometimes it's greed. So this is the greed, the financial greed that was going on is monstrous as well. And that monstrous greed coincides with the little people business, and it's like they all mashed all that together, the finances and the little people. um s- um, Hold on. They're also making plans to walk away. There are some people in this department that ready to get away from this. Like I told you, I felt like it was some people in the camp. Like, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't come here to be caught up in some kind of scandal. I didn't come here to be deleting nothing I'm not supposed to be deleting. So there are some hardlining people in there, and they're going to probably walk away. And I think before maybe this week or so, we might hear of some people that are within the DOJ, FBI, whoever, and they walking away. And it seems quite suspicious that they walking away because they know what is going on inside of the camp. It is in a disarray. Um, People are like whispering. I'm in the DOJ, allegedly. The people are whispering, like you go over to the water fountain or water cooler, whatever they said it works, or wherever the people congregate in the area. They are whispering. They are afraid. They are afraid for their careers. They are afraid for their legal, anything that they have, like certifications or something like that. They are very much afraid. They know that there's some rooms in the DOJ department or in the FBI that you can't go in right now because they are actively in a cover up, and you don't want to go in there anyway because some of the people are like, if I don't see it, then it didn't happen and I ain't a part of it. So they just stay away from that particular area where the cover up is fast and fierce. Now they are using top-notch computer systems, all that. They doing it. They're using it. All right. But they send to put out all of the low key information, and you send out the nasty Steam files. Oh, really, really slow or really difficult, or put it over here and let me take this out. Yeah, but they are using top notch AI and all that shit to scrub it. To scrub it all. And they have had time to do this, but they are incompetent. So now they're so incompetent, even if you give them a little while to be incompetent, they'll wait up until the first day to do it and do it incorrectly. That's just what I would say. What is Dozy Don feeling about these records and these files? How is he feeling? Let's get towards the diaper man. What's the diaper man feeling? Wait, she sleep? Yeah, she sleep. I know she didn't sleep. Because she ain't said a thing. Oh. All righty, Dozy Don. Dozy Don is the main thing about this. We got the hangman. All right, he's looking at things from a different perspective, but not only that, he's kind of stuck because so he's got to deal with these files as well as his failing health and him rotting in front of our eyes allegedly. So he got a lot going on, and he looking at these from a cloudy space. See these clouds down there? So he's in dementia Don land trying to attend to a scandal while he goes in and out of consciousness of being here on this plane and planet. All right. Now, the challenge for him is the Ace of Pentacles, which is an offer and some money. That's his challenge, to cover up all his financial ties with Epstein and make it seem like he doesn't have any financial. But there are transactions; they are there. Will they be, revealed? I don't know, but there are definitely there are financial transactions that have nothing to do with anything on the up and up. And of course, we already know because allegedly done it. It ain't even alleged. Dementia Don is a crook. Okay, he's been doing crook stuff from the time he jumped off the porch. So this is the Ace of Pentacles. Can they find any link? This is the challenge. Can they cover up my link to him giving me money, to me giving him money? Can they cover that up for me? All right. Let's see. He's not seeing certain people or blocking out people. I would seem like he don't like the media around him at this point in his moment because he's actively involved in a cover up allegedly. He's actively involved in criminal mischief allegedly. So he's blocking himself off, and he's making sure that he's only He's only communicating with the top brass or the top people. He really don't have time for any small people at this time, because you got to keep this man on task, because ADHD is his worst enemy. So he is being blocked off. And also the people who are handling him are blocking him off from certain things so that he won't say certain things and cause worse, to make it seem worse on him, because he's allowed to blurt out, yes, I signed it, but you're not getting those files, anything, because again, he's operating in clouds. He in another space time and dimension. Look at these moons and this, this moon and this Saturn or whatever this is. So he's just thinking about his health a lot. He is very, very aware of his health is not good at all. It's not. He comes on TV and behaves like a buffoon and an ass with arrogance about his health, but he knows deep down inside something is fucked up about him. And we had his hand here. Okay, you see this hand with all these bruises and stuff on it, and he's trying to heal from that and become new about that. But he also thinks that people will just lose, he really thinks that people will lose interest in the files, as if they're some type of toy that the kindergarten liked this morning but not so much today. And that's how he is looking at it. But he feels like the Two of Cups is the outcome. Two of Cups is coming together. All right, it's everything's coming together. I need you all to get your eyes off of something. So probably this week or so, look forward to him saying something totally crazy. Or maybe he could talk about going to war. It's going to be something that we can get your eyes off of this and put your eyes on the bottom. Quit looking up there, look down here. Okay, nothing to see. Nothing to see, because he feels like this is nothing to see, which kind of tells you what type of person he is, allegedly. Little people are getting hurt, and he says he doesn't care. Let's just move on from this. Is his general thinking of this subject right here. So that tells you a lot about him. All right. He smiles with Epstein on a daily basis, but we got to find those financial connections. That is the utmost importance, and that will link everything better than any picture that they will ever show, unless they have a picture. Okay, I don't think I can say that. Because in politics they say, unless it's a unalive girl or an alive boy, that there may not be any consequences to it. So unless there are pictures of unalive girls or them with live boys, then they think that it can be swept under the rug. Okay. Other than that, the pictures are not going to matter unless we have one of those pictures that dictate two of those things. All right. So Two of Cups. Let's see. He feels like he's going to do. I feel like Dozy Don is going to do something together, back his party up, because they are fractured. And this right here is a sight: hasty decisions, danger, warning, speed. This feels like he'll be making some type of announcement about a war. He'll be making some type of announcement about we going to war with someone new, or he could be talking like something totally crazy, like we are going to put our soldiers in Europe. I don't know. It's just something that is totally buffoonery, and something big that can make them, that can make that can, or some international what do they call it? International incident. Okay, he will do that because he knows that that is something that people usually come around to and really pay attention to, because he wants that off of Epstein, because he knows allegedly exactly what he did. He was there, so he knows. Okay, but he don't want us to think, we know, but it was a lot of people there. It's going to have something to do with finances and financial support. He wants to end some type of financial support to some country, to some place. He may want to pull troops, enormous amount of troops out of areas that we've never pulled enormous amount of troops, or put troops into enormous amount of troops into situations allegedly. So be on the lookout for that this week or next week. But I'm feeling more like the beginning, the sometime during next week, he's going to announce something really crazy, really bizarre, because you got to get something strong to kind of move Epstein off of there. And international incidents tend to do that. This is just a fox here. Okay, we got the fox in the crossroad. So the only thing he's using this for is to come to another crossroad. Don't you look where we just come from. You was at the crossroad where you was the man in these Epstein files. I need you to be away from there. Can I do something with a boat? Can I blow up some land? Can I do something? This is very very he would do anything. It really doesn't matter, just to get off whatever subject is being done on him is terrible, because these are real people lives that he's trying to mess with. These soldiers are real people. They do have real family, but then he plays with them like he's playing checkers. And hmm, what can we expect this week with the Epstein files? Okay. What can we expect this week with the Epstein files? Oh Lord, it's been an hour. Let me get on up off of here. What can we expect with the Epstein files? Oh, let's see. What can we expect on the Epstein files? What can we expect this week, Monday to another Sunday, about these Epstein files? Epstein files this week. I'm gonna do six. I'm gonna do six. One, two, three, four, five, six. It feels like it's going to be we got a main character, which is a woman. We got court. We got win lots of money. We got great fortune, wishes coming true, unexpected money, and hope. Hope, great water, rhetoric, nature, bodies of water, foreign places, open mind, new views. I feel like there is going to be somebody that's going to come out and going to sue. Okay, I feel like it's a woman. She's going to go to court and she's going to uh, sue. I feel like she's going to sue the Department of Justice, and for a substantial amount of money. And the way that this woman's cards are running, she is liable to get just that. There is something that happened to a woman that has something to do with these files, and she is about to sue. It's about to get very let me say it right, litigious. Like, people um are going to be suing the government. And also some people are going to be suing because the information is not coming out. This information was supposed to come out. It's legal. It's a legal document. This is a law. So therefore, your repercussions towards that is going to be some legal disagreements. All right. But there is a woman, feels like one of the victims is going to come out and she is going to sue um, on behalf of her. But I feel that then this will start some type of litigation of others to join her. And it has something to do with how this information came out and what this information didn't show that should have, because again, this is a law. This wasn't a option. Like, everybody went together, made the law, signed it. It's not an option. So there has to be something legally that is going to be attended to this week, and it's going to have something to do with the female. And she is doing this, even though she will receive money. That's not what she's doing it for. She's doing it for hope and great water. This is like rhetorical stuff or philosophical stuff, like for reasons of, if I have to stand up, then maybe you'll stand up. Maybe you'll come with me. Maybe you'll talk with me. Maybe you'll come and you come. And I'll pull y'all all out of the shadows because we got to get something done, is what I feel that this woman is going to do. All right. Let's see. What else can we this week? This week on the Steens file. Somebody is I don't know what that is. Left. Prison. Hmm. house. Hmm. Let me look at this, y'all. It's gonna be some sad news this week. We got a main character. It's gonna be some sad news. Somebody's gonna convene a meeting. Okay. We got the house, and it's something about prison. Okay. So there's gonna be a meeting convened about someone in prison. There's sad news. Don't ask me to figure this one out because it ain't came yet. And I don't know. But we got also illness, a short illness, along with a child. A illness of a child, and there's a journey. Somebody is on a journey, and somebody is stealing something. Someone is stealing something. A child is sick or a child is ill. And there's some sad news about this main character. And people are convening at a house or the other house, the real house. And it has something to do about someone who's in prison. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my cards on this, on each one of them, and see what I got here. What is this illness or shortness of illness? When can I? No, I'll do this. Illness. Y'all is speaking of the illness. What is this illness? Illness. Illness. And child also does not have to be a particular real child. Somebody is having an illness and they are very embarrassed about this illness. Child could just be the beginning of something. Nivate, you are naive, you lack experience. I don't know. But someone is having a illness in which they are embarrassed about. There's an embarrassing illness that is going to be. What's this child? What's this child? What is this child? What is this child? How you doing? Your other knee didn't go back to her? Only one? Huh? Only one knee? Your stomach hurt? So it's just the knee. No headache? Okay. All right. Go to bed. I ain't gonna ask you no more. I'm sorry. This is a child. On the child card, we have many directions, going many directions, and we also have tears. Many directions and going many tears. And this also like going down a rabbit hole. Maybe someone is acting emotionally like a child and not behaving in a good way. I don't know. This could be Dozy Dunn, like we getting some kind of news of him having some short illness and behaving weirdly. I don't know, or it could be somebody else that is having a illness that is type of an embarrassing illness, which gives me some type of mental illness vibes or something like that. And we're gonna hear about it. And this person is going to take a journey somewhere. They are going to leave the short illness that makes them embarrassed. They'll be, and I feel like it's an illness, okay? But this is a new symptom, and this is a new alarming symptom, okay? A new alarming symptom that makes this person emotional and act like a child. And when I get this is like being hypnotized or going down the rabbit hole, in Alice in Wonderland. Somebody's going to be acting fairly mental here, okay, with this illness. I guess to them, mental illness or whatever form of this mental illness that's coming out during this week with the Epstein files may drive somebody a little whoop, but they wasn't all the way there, or they ain't on the healthiest keen, but this is a new symptom, and then we'll be made aware of that, and then they'll be going on some type of journey. Let's see where they're going to. Journey. Journey. They're going somewhere. Flying. somewhere where they always went, okay, when they had questions. When they have questions about themselves, they go to this place, the hospital, maybe Walter Reed. This is a place where you feel comfortable. You have your roots there. They smile and they treat you with so much respect and stuff like that. So this person is going to be going to this place. We're going to hear about some weird illness, but I feel like the illness will be lied about. Okay, it won't be the illness that is actually going on. I think that the illness that I'm seeing down here is something that's going to be going on in the background. They'll be saying it's something else. He's going to be going upper floors, the first floor, the last floor at the top of the building, something like that. This is him on the journey, and up also flying. So this is going to be somebody this week, and it has something to do with the Epstein files. This, whatever this person had something going on, but this is a new thing, and this person is acting weird. Okay, they acting like a child, out of some sorts, just kind of like loopy, out of their head, don't know which direction it is that they need to go to. And after this illness, this person is going to go on a journey to a place in which they have always went to answer these questions about themselves. They will be going up, which means they're going to be flying. And I feel like also they're going to be at the top of a building, the very tip top of a building, whatever this particular building is, so they can address what is going on to cause such juvenile behavior and so much misdirection in one head. Cloudy, confused. Then we got theft here. Somebody stealing something. Disappearance. Abandonment. Somebody abandoned it. Somebody's going to have to abandon something and take this journey and leave. But let's go ahead and look at the theft. Okay. This person is emotionally stressed out and they're not in good health to begin with. Okay, they're not in good health to begin with, but then you turn around and you stress them. Yeah. Heart rates. Got a heart rate here. Exclamation point, hollering, screaming, emotionally unbalanced. Going in between this and blankness, blank stares, and crazy, blank stares. This won't be on the news, but I feel like after this person goes on this journey, then something is going to kind of get leaked out about this person. They're going to be whisked away. They don't want you to see. This is the theft. The disappearance, they don't want you to see. You see them eyes? It's going to be a situation in which the eyes are not seen. Nobody's going to see this because they're going to make it look like something else. But this person has to leave. They having an incident, an illness. They're going to have to leave and go on this journey. But they don't want you to see it. The theft of the eyes. You see that? They want you to be blind to them taking the person somewhere. Something is wrong with the person's heart. The person is either excited and agitated or totally mute. This is what they're going. This person's going back and forth between that state. And this is a weaving and windy road. This is something that can't be treated where you sit. You're going to have to go in the helicopter to the top floor where they treat you at, because you acting like a fool. You real cloudy and you're confused. During that situation, someone is going to convene a meeting. We got the house that look like the real house or something, and it's entailing somebody going to prison. We want you to go to prison. We have convened a meeting about you need to go to prison. These whole days have made your health horrible. Your mindset is of a mush brain child. Okay. We convene this meeting at the house because somebody need to go to jail or somebody is guilty of something. Constraints, limitations. Somebody want to limit somebody because your mind ain't cool. You having some weird illness. You going on journeys. I don't know where you're going and what the hell's happening at that journey. And you ran away so fast and you got in the helicopter so fast to nobody know where you went to. But while you doing that and you working on your illness, I need to convene a meeting about you. It's some things we need to discuss about you. All right. And the main character, you're gonna hear some sad news about a main character. The situation feels like this is going to be the stress and the camel that broke the camel's back. There are some things that have to happen during this week. They may not happen, but there are some rumblings of things that can be happening. So somebody is seeing that there is something out there in the distance that is real, and it gonna get real. Mhm. See, usually you can do anything, and then you move the fuck on. But this here, something got legs, and it's worrying the mentally ill man that's already mentally ill and preying on his mind. And there will be meetings convened because somebody is trying to start something. And somebody thinks that that said thing could quite happen because he feels like this is a different environment now. All right. So watch that space. I will watch it, figure out what this is or what this ain't. And maybe it's not a 10 to the right person because I'm thinking about Dozy Don diaper, dementia diaper man. But it could be somebody else. So we'll watch that space this week. And all this entails with this nasty, 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 nasty steam file. Thank y'all for joining me so long because this has been a long, long, long reading. I am Shan the Baby Terror. And please like, share, and subscribe. And also hit the notification bell and click all so that if anytime I go live, you can see it. I also do take questions. You can go to my email, shanthebabyterror@gmail.com, all together. If you got any questions you need, think that I can answer on live, I will do my best to, within reason, to answer those questions on here. All right. I do $30 tarot card reads. All my information is always in one of my videos. Text it, confirm the date and time, and that is it. But I really I really need the watch time hours because that's what I'm held up on. Okay. It's not even the subscribers, it's the watch time hours so that I can have my channel monetized. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm also on TikTok, Shan the Baby Terror, all together, same old thing. I'm there too. So sometimes I'm there live doing free question, free yes or no. All right. And sometimes I'm over here. Very rare I'm on Facebook, but I do have a Facebook account, Shan the Baby Terror. Go over there and like, share, subscribe. Whatever you want to do. All right. So this has just been my live, and it was all about just the Nasty Steam files. And I hope that we can get the truth out. The truth should have been out though, long time ago. When they first charged him, and by right, how everything should have went. When they first charged him, and say they got some of his records or whatever they did, the people who are in them records and giving him money, every one of them should have been investigated using like a what they call like a leaf. You get this here, and followed until the conclusion. All right. It should have been followed up to the conclusion. If you've done nothing wrong and your business was legitimate with him, it was legitimate, and you can prove it. And you are powerful actors and powerful market managers. Y'all got the money. And but it didn't even have to go that far as into you spending money, because if the FBI would have properly investigated all that to the end, but they didn't want to, because it would always lead to somebody they knew. And this is why they couldn't. They could take the information, but then they just file it, allegedly, and do nothing, and do nothing, and do nothing. So if it was a real investigation like they do everybody else, if I was investigated for something and I was doing something with money, they follow my money, and then they'll follow the people of the money that was given to me, and then I'll go off to the penitentiary. But that didn't happen. That didn't happen in this case. Only one went to the penitentiary was Epstein, and if I'm not mistaken, he just went the second time, because I think it was the first time he got some kind of sweetheart deal or whatever deal he gets or gotten, and then that Maxwell lady, that's another part of the thing. They need to investigate her and all who were her victims and who was she giving the victims to. Was she ever doing something, giving victims to somebody else? Was it only Epstein? So it's a lot that needed to be investigated, or a lot. They have a whole bunch of information, but it's the releasing of the information that I'm not sure that everything will be released. But at least we have the leakers, and I like them, because they are truly going to show you exactly what they don't want you to see. So if the leakers go ahead and show it to you, and then you're the one that's not showing it, you look like you're not the most transparent and transparent regime. And oh, we so transparent. We show you everything. Yeah, till you don't want to. Yeah, that's how that goes. So it was nice being here with you. I do appreciate y'all and listening to me rambling on. All right. So thank you. Bye bye.
That good?
Yeah.